Thanks for joining, everybody. Howdy. My name is Derek. For those of you that haven't met me yet or don't know who I am, I'm new on the developer relations team here at InterSystems. I'm a dev relations evangelist. Super excited to get to know you all in the community and to announce our new programming contests this month. So hopefully everybody can see my screen shared here. Our contest this time around is an AI programming contest, similar to the previous contest, but with a key emphasis on AI agents, right? So we saw all of the amazing things that you all built last time, and we thought, what if these were even more powerful? What if they could deliver even more value and do even more work that we don't necessarily love to do? So that's the theme, that's the topic here. I'll go over some logistical stuff first before I kick it over to my colleagues here. The duration of this contest is going to go from today, which is March 17th, until April 6th. So we have a little under a month. The prize pool this time around is $12,000 total and a chance to be invited to Global Summit 2025, which is very exciting. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Like I said, the topic here is to develop a solution using InterSystems products with a focus on AI, specifically AI agents. So what we want from y'all is to build something amazing, something really cool that uses InterSystems IRIS, InterSystems IRIS for Health, or Cloud Iris as well, or sorry, Iris Cloud SQL. You can also use integrated ML with these products. All of these things count towards the topic. And a few general requirements. If you've been to these contests before, you're probably familiar with some of these, but I'll cover them anyway for new folks. Your application, your library, your submission, it's got to be fully functional. We want to see something in its final form or close to it. It shouldn't just be an interface or something very simply importing another library. And we definitely obviously don't want copy and paste. We want you to throw it into our open exchange so that other folks in the community can take a look, benefit from seeing it, and then we will process your applications from there. In terms of InterSystems technology that counts towards this, right? Should be on InterSystems IRIS, IRIS for Health, IRIS Cloud SQL. All those three things are kind of the core of this. You can either do it locally, you're actually downloading IRIS from our evaluation site. You can also do it via containers from the container registry. You can use the community if you're using like the Docker community container. All of those things count. All of those things apply for the contest. We want all of these to be open source. Again, so the community can all take a look and everybody can benefit from it. Publish it on GitHub or GitLab. And then the README here should be in English. It should have all of the installation steps. So somebody without experience with your project can actually work through installing it and getting it up and running. And then if you have a video demo, that's amazing. If not, totally fine. Just a description of how your application works, what it does, the value it kind of brings. And then we encourage folks to submit multiple times. That's totally fine. But we try and cap it to 3 submissions per developer. Make sure that everybody has a shot to build something amazing and to enter the contest here. So in terms of prizes, we have our typical breakdown of expert nominations and then also community winners. The prizes are listed here, first place down through 5th. All have kind of different amounts of prizes, and then 6th through 10th are all going to get the same prize. And then similarly, our community winners, these are the winners that you all choose through votes and kudos and your favorite projects. So those are also eligible for prizes as well. And then in terms of deadlines, I mentioned that the contest is running from today, which is March 17th, through April 6th. Specific deadlines here, the contest is going to begin right now. It's already live. And then the deadline for submissions is March 30th. So you have the rest of the month to build and submit your projects. And then voting will begin on March 31st and will continue through April 6th. You can definitely improve your apps. You can continue to make changes in that voting time period. But keep in mind, if you're submitting, you got to submit by that March 30th date. And down here, I'm not going to go through all of these exhaustively, but we've put together a big list of just super helpful resources. Some of these are super basic, just getting familiar with Iris or working through some of the installation steps. Some of them are about vector search specifically, and then some are applications and libraries that are useful examples, right? If you want to implement something like LangChain, we have some tutorials. We have some basic examples for how you can actually go about that. So now that we have kind of the details there, I'm going to kick it over to Tom, and he's going to chat a little bit more about the topic.
Okay, hi everyone. This is a really exciting, of course, contest from my perspective. I think it should be a lot of fun. I don't have anything really prepared. I'll just kind of speak off the cuff about this topic, but really kind of what are agents and why is it such a big deal now? We saw from starting from just Chat GPT moment a couple of years ago that you could now speak with these large language models. They kind of understand a lot of information, a lot of concepts. And that's progressed now because large language models have improved. People really wanted them to be able to speak different languages, not just natural languages, but actual code languages, like be able to spit out exact JSON. And once you can spit out somewhat more structured output from these, that output could be put into some API. So then you have the capability that this LLMs could actually drive other systems. And then the models have improved to actually make that better and better, to make that structured output better, and more tools being developed around this capability. And saw just this maybe in the last couple weeks, a new entry from China, this Manus, MANUS system that has, kind of this amazing ability to drive a large number of types of systems like web browser, like actually spin up a web browser, click on it, so the large language models can now do those kind of actions as part of this like function calling. Does it This Manus does it multi-threaded, asynchronously, so that it can manage multiple tasks at one time. So really showing this crazy kind of capabilities that you can build with really out of the box components. There really isn't much special about it other than just simple coding and stitching things together, which is another eye opener, similar to the eye opener from the DeepSeek release of that model that again just raised the bar for open source large language model capabilities and reasoning. So add these things together and see the trends that are happening, and there's just some incredible opportunities out there now to develop really cool applications. So I'm expecting that to be the case in this contest. And really kind of backing up from that, like what does it mean to be agentic, or what are agents? It's really, to me, just kind of a way to kind of organize your thoughts about what an agent or what your system should be doing. Typically, when you organize a group of individuals to accomplish a task, each person will have their role, they'll have their kind of specific tools and skills that they know how to use. And that's what you're setting up when you work with these agent frameworks. Well, there are many different frameworks out there. There's AutoGen, that's driven largely by Microsoft. There's Crew AI, which is a startup. Um, Pydantic, which is a Python, kind of project about typing, bringing strong typing to Python. They've implemented an agent framework. And the tie-in there is that, just as I was talking about large language models being able to spit out this structured output, well, one of the problems sometimes with Python is that it's just too loose on the typing. And by using Pydantic, along with LangChain, which Derek mentioned, is one of the key kind of frameworks that people use to develop these kinds of applications, is one of the keys to LangChain's capabilities is a deep an extensive use of Pydantic, which really brings this strong typing and helps large language models kind of achieve what they want to achieve by giving them really strong guardrails. So those are some concepts that you can think about. But when you're talking about agents, it's really about tools, a perspective, a role within a team when you talk about multi-agents, and these teams can collaborate then together to produce amazing output. Um, I was just at MIT's Hacking Medicine Grand Hack this last weekend with Derek, um, and Anastasia, who's on this call as well. And we saw really, we were sponsoring. We had a challenge as well to the teams, of course, over just a weekend at this hackathon, um, around medicine and improving medical care, healthcare broadly. And we had a lot of entries of people that were taking on our challenge to weave in our capabilities uh, to um, to really help their project and to help illustrate what their project was going to do and how it was going to help healthcare. And agentic AI backed by InterSystems IRIS vector search, which is a key capability to provide memory and semantic search capabilities to these agents and to your system overall, were high on the list of things we heard from many teams. So it was really heartening to see that our capabilities match what people want to build to really change the world, to improve the world. And I'd like to kind of hope that you guys take some of that energy and use some of that energy and some of these capabilities to showcase your own talents as well, to showcase some really interesting applications that, who knows, could really change the world. So good luck. I'm happy to take some questions. Of course, we all are. We're all here, just excited to see you all excited about this programming contest, and can't wait to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks, Tom. I think the coolest thing, I won't speak for Tom, but the coolest thing I saw was a hackathon idea where they used vector database to vectorize the sound files that come from like a knee attachment, a knee sleeve, and then use machine learning to identify early stages of like osteoporosis or other kind of knee problems. Just really innovative stuff. So yeah, thank you. So going back to the contest a little bit, focuses on AI agents using our technology, and we also have some bonuses. Like with a lot of these contests, I'll click over here to this bonus article. If you are leveraging specific technologies, if you are building solutions that do specific things, you might earn additional points here. If Jenny, if you want to jump in and maybe walk through some of the bonuses that folks can use.
Yes, happy to. Derek, if you could update the page, please.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Even more bonuses.
yeah, yeah. As usual, yeah. As with every contest, we introduce you a set of what we call technology bonuses that we hope you will leverage in your solutions. And this contest is not an exception. So. As this particular contest, as Tom and Derek said, is related to AI, Gen AI, and agentic solutions. Built with InterSystems technology, so there will be a mix of bonuses that reflect that related to AI solutions and a good set of that focused on using as we think the best parts and pieces of InterSystems, the data platform. Yeah, so let's go one by one. So the first one is what called AI agent solution, and we give the maximum for that. So if you build an agentic solution, like leveraging any of yeah, if you may, like platforms that are enablers of agentic solutions, there are several pretty well known, like Zapier, Make, or NA10, or Pydantic that Tom mentioned, and of course InterSystems IRIS interoperability. module and framework, because yes, you can leverage InterSystems IRIS interoperability to build agentic solutions as well. Yeah, any one of them or mix of them with them, or like anything else you can introduce. You think we missed, or maybe even in 2 weeks we can have a great announcement that, hey, here is another agentic platform or something that will be highlighted or we missed. Please don't hesitate to leverage the best platforms you think will help you to build agentic solutions that will make the world a better place with InterSystems technology. Yes, this thing and the rest is, for example, vector search. This relates to Iris vector search feature that we introduced last year, yeah, and please use it. So that helps to enable you InterSystems IRIS into a vector database, and this is very handy to if you build RAG solutions or for any other purposes when you need vectors. This will give you 4 extra points. We want few years ago we introduced embedded Python, and we want you to enjoy this feature. And so if you use it in your solutions, this is your three extra technical bonuses for you, bonus points for you. LLM, LangChain, chat, and any like ChatGPT-like solutions will give you three extra points. Yes, every time questionnaire. So almost every time we will we'll have your feedback. So this will be not an exception. We will follow up shortly with the survey. We want you to where you can provide your feedback, and this will give you 2 extra points. And the usual suspects. So we want. We would love to see your solution leveraging Docker, which is a great helper for those who will test it, who will try to reproduce it or even collaborate. So Docker is a great enabler for that. IPM, if there is a case to leverage IPM in your solution, please do this, because this also helps to deploy your solutions amongst InterSystems IRIS installations. And yeah, so if you go with the online demo, this is also a plus. And please don't hesitate to go through our developer ecosystem ideas portal and implement an idea with 4 points more. Report us a bug. This will give you 2 points more, and share your solution on developer community with articles and videos. This also will give you extra points. So this I think that we don't need extra explanations of what the rest points are related to. So this is it. We hope there are a good amount of technical bonuses that will help to highlight your solutions and estimate it better. And yeah, good luck. Any questions you have, please share in the chat or also in the comment to this post. So maybe we missed something that is important. Please come up with ideas of extra bonuses, or maybe something become isolated. And so also we are happy to hear your feedback and inputs.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Evgeny. One thing I love about InterSystems contests, as I've been going back through older ones, is how there's so much opportunity for kind of synergizing some of these bonuses. It's not like you have to pick one to the exclusion of all others, and therefore you always pick the highest point one, right? There's a lot of opportunity for folks to diversify their solutions, to use a bunch of different technologies, and I think that makes for way better products. So thank you for that. One thing I wanted to mention just at the very tail end here, we have on the article covering the contests, I mentioned this big list of helpful resources. Obviously, use any of them, use all of them, right? Whatever your solution requires. Some things that I found particularly helpful in kind of getting my head around the challenge here. Evgeny wrote this article here about kind of building AI agents, right? And what that means. I think agentic AI can sometimes sound like a buzzword and you think, well, whatever, it's just normal AI. But to Tom's point earlier, if our traditional LLM ideas are kind of like good conversationalists, somebody that you can chat with and bounce ideas off of. Agentic AI is kind of like a really helpful personal assistant. They can actually do stuff. So regardless of the platform, regardless of exactly how you're implementing things, a good agentic solution is an AI that can actually take actions. So worth keeping in mind. Definitely check this out. Evgeny goes into more detail there. And the last piece, this is something I think came up last session, but I want to plug it again. We have this repository here that covers using InterSystems IRIS vector search. It really gets you started from the ground up. I'm pretty new, and this was extremely helpful to me, understanding all the different pieces. It requires Docker. So if you're thinking of using vector search, you want to use LangChain, you want to use, I think, Llama indexes in here. We just have a variety of different examples that can all run locally. It's all containerized. So definitely jump in and check this out if this is something that you think could be useful as you're learning and building your solutions. Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm extremely excited to see what all y'all turn out here. I'll maybe see if there's any questions. Feel free to jump in. And then if you don't want to speak live, that's totally fine. You can ask in the Discord. You can ask in the developer community. All of us would be super happy to help you out. Awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, feel free to ask your questions in the community, in the Discord. We'll be keeping an eye out. Otherwise, great luck and looking forward to see what y'all make. Thanks, everybody.